My name is Bryce Pope.
My name is Matthew Ketchum.
My name is Cash Hard.
My name is Isabel Meek.
My name is Savannah Neal.
My name is Hunter Boldry.
My name's Luke Lannon.
Aubrey Walton.
I'm Taylor Riggleman.
I'm Carson Brown.
This is Dalton Smith.
I'm Lydia McCammon.
My name is Chasey Boston.
My name is Devyn Robertson, and you're listening to the Minor Pride Podcast.
Welcome back. This is week 6 of the Minor Pride Podcast. My name is Andrew Ring, and we have 2 Linton Minor students here with us this week. This week we've got a little bit of a different focus. We will be talking with Devyn Robertson a little bit about football and how that season is going. But this week we had a special banquet at the school, and so we'll be talking with both of them about that as well. So let's jump right in. First of all, Devyn. Devyn is part of the football team here at the high school. Devyn, tell us a little bit about yourself. What is your role within that team, and what else do you do within the school?
I am a wide receiver and defensive back. As a wide receiver, I'm supposed to catch the balls and score and block for my running backs. And as a defensive back, I protect the outside in the pass game and make tackles. And I help throughout the school. I'm part of NHS. I'm still thinking about joining Junior Civitan again this year. I just haven't had much time yet. And that's pretty much it.
Now, are you playing basketball?
Yes, sir.
Okay, basketball as well. So, multi-sport athlete. So, tell us, how has football been going? We've spoken with a few different football players this year, but how's the season going, and what does it look like for this week?
It's been going pretty great. We're still making mistakes that we can fix, and we're going to fix those, and we're coming together as a team, and we're looking great. This week we have Eastern Green. Go there tonight, and should be a fun game with all this rain. It's going to be muddy. It'll be fun.
Good. So the weather a little bit different this week. How does that affect your role? I mean, we're passing a little bit more this year, but getting a little bit of a mud bath game, how does that change how you have to approach things?
As a wide receiver, making cuts and everything, I definitely have to take short and choppy steps, and so I don't slip and fall on my routes. And on blocking, I have to keep my feet underneath me so I can keep blocking instead of falling. And when I'm catching the ball, I have to really focus so the ball doesn't go right through my hands because it's so wet.
All right. We just mentioned tonight might be a little bit more of a muddy, choppy type game, but this year the passing game has really kind of opened up for us. We've thrown the ball a lot more. We've had quite a bit of success, not just with you catching it, but with others as well. What is it like to be in an offense that's been so versatile this year?
It's been awesome. I love it. I love passing the ball a lot more. I love the attention I get from the ball, I guess you could say. Our running game is amazing, and just to be able to pass as good as we run to everyone, not just me, is awesome, and I love it.
Good. So as you finish up the season, we're getting ready to head into sectionals soon. What is the outlook for our sectional and for our tournament play this year?
We draw Sunday, and we have Mater Dei, Forest Park, North Knox, and is that all? Or who else is in it? I can't remember, but
Is Providence in there? Are they in there?
We play them next week for senior night.
Okay.
Anyways, we're just going to focus on one team at a time and focus on them, not look ahead of ourselves and not overlook anybody.
Is there anybody in particular that if you said, hey, we want this team, is there anybody you want to play?
We definitely want to get revenge on Mater Dei, and we would love playing North Knox again.
All right. So enough about football for now. What is your outlook? You're a senior now. What are you planning on doing after this year?
After this year, right now, I'm looking at being an electrical lineman, going to electrical lineman school, and becoming an electrical lineman.
All right. So what does that entail? What do you have to do to go to school for that?
It's just like a 15-week school, and you just go there and learn all about being a lineman, and then after that, you can go and be a groundman for a little bit and get on at some big company, hopefully.
Are you hoping to stay here, stay local, or?
I really haven't decided yet. You can either travel or be local, and I probably will stay local at first, but maybe down the road I might start traveling.
Gotcha. All right, transferring on over now to our second guest of the week. That is Bryce Pope. Bryce Pope, reason we have him this week is Bryce Pope is the president of National Honor Society here at Linton, and we just had our inductions this week. So Bryce, give us a little information about yourself and your role as president within NHS.
Yeah, so I'm Bryce Pope. I'm a senior here at Linton Stockton, and so my role is kind of just helping everybody, like the leaders of the committees of a National Honor Society, do their job. Right now we have probably over 6 or 7 committees. So we have like a blood drive committee, and we have a committee that helps people from new schools. We kind of help them
integrate into
the school. So my job is just kind of to lead the leaders of the committees to make sure that everything is going to work perfectly for the school.
Gotcha. So inductions were this week. Both of you, actually, Devyn and Bryce, are in Honor Society. What is that like as a young student, getting inducted into Honor Society, raising your hand, making a pledge, getting a pin? I heard one person say this week that it feels like you're joining a cult a little bit. What is that like as a young student getting into Honor Society in that process?
Yeah, it's a major accomplishment for everybody. I think we sent out a little over 100 to the new inductees, 100 welcome packets. We got 60 back, and I think only half of those made it. So it's very keen on who's going to make it. So it's a really big deal to come and be in part of National Honor Society, and everybody that's in it has learned so much. Just makes you become a better person in the future.
So what are the characteristics when you say 60 people applied and only 30 got in? What are the characteristics of things that Honor Society is looking for in their students?
So we want somebody that's gonna show up every day and be the best person they possibly can. Make other people around them be the best they can also.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned the blood drive. You mentioned helping other students integrate into the school. What are some other things, maybe not even this year, but in the past, that Honor Society has done or that you've been involved in within Honor Society?
So currently we're working on, we have a recycle team committee, and currently we're trying to figure out some way to make that better, because right now we're not getting as many rooms in the school as we want to. So we're trying to implement new ideas to get the recycle team going.
Gotcha. All right. As for you as being a senior as well, what are your goals after this year? What are you planning on doing once you graduate?
So right now I'm doing a internship at the hospital. I'm under the CEO of the hospital. That is what I want to go into. I want to be a health administrator. So right now I'm looking at going to VU, getting my undergraduate and transferring out and getting my master's for health administration.
Do you have any specific schools or anything you're wanting to end up at?
I've got it narrowed down to about 4, and it just depends on scholarships and everything where I go.
Gotcha. Now, when you graduate from college and start working in hospitals, are you wanting to come back to locally, or are you wanting to move to a bigger city, or what do you think?
Locally would be the best thing for me, but if there's different opportunities, obviously health administration, there's not a limited amount of jobs, but if no openings are available, I'll have to go somewhere else. Yeah. So I'm open to everything, really.
Yeah. Okay. Keeping the options open. Last thing that we've asked quite a few people, and this is for both of you, so you can chime in wherever, is what are some of your favorite memories or your favorite things about being a student at Linton Stockton? This can be sports related. This was a great memory I had, just school related from a class, a specific teacher, or just in general, what I like about being at Linton.
So I think Devyn and I were freshmen whenever we won the state championship in football. That was amazing. That brought our community together. It's crazy how many people went to Lucas Oil to watch that 2017 state championship team. And another thing is the passing of Maddie Moore. The community really came together. Even the whole Greene County and other counties, they came together and supported us through her loss.
I agree. Me not being from around here, I would agree with you. Whenever anything's big going on in the town really comes together for it, good or bad. Yeah. Devyn, anything for you?
Definitely what Bryce said about Maddie and state championship team in 2016. And
Correction. Ed.
Yeah.
that
That class was 2017. My bad.
Yeah, last year when we went to the basketball state championship, that was pretty cool being able to play where the Pacers play in Bank of Life, and there were a lot of people there. And right after it, we got to go to spring break, which is a fun thing to look forward to. And that was a great game. That was a fun game, really fun.
Awesome. All right, well, that's about it for this week. We want to thank both of these gentlemen for being here with us. Moving forward, you can also look for next week coming up at Linton. The volleyball team is participating in sectionals next week. They have a huge game next Tuesday against the number 1 ranked team in the state, Bar Reeve. So any of you that are available to venture down to Forest Park High School, please come out and support Coach Vanderkolk and the volleyball team next Tuesday at Forest Park. Also, it is fall break next week, so everyone who's listening, enjoy your fall break, and we'll see you back the following week.